back here at the Highliner Activity Center and the Highliner Activity Network volleyball tonight. We have 2 out of our 4 matches in the books, and Valley City and Fargo Shanley have split the first 2. Earlier in the freshman match, it was Shanley winning 25-21, 25-23, 15-11, and in the C squad, Shanley won the opening set 25-18. And in the second set, the Highliners came back and scored the last 5 points after a 3-point run for Shanley and won 25-22. And then the Highliners winning 15-12 in the third set to win that one and win it and split the first 2 matches here tonight. Junior varsity coming up here, and about a 15 minutes behind the schedule right now, but not too bad. We've got the JV coming up here on the Highliner Activity Network, and then the varsity at 7 o'clock. And again, stay tuned for that varsity match. It should be a dandy. These 2 teams have played some great volleyball over the last couple of years. Shanley, of course, the team that graduated 8 seniors last year. And the Highliners also graduated a handful of seniors. So it should be coming up with a varsity match. And since we are already about 15 minutes behind schedule, that may not be right at 7 o'clock. But we'll have that varsity match coming up for you tonight here on the Highliner Activity Network with Anthony Barrasso. We'll have the call for you here tonight. Junior varsity is right around the corner. The Highliners coming off a victory over Wahpeton their last time out and are 1-1 on the season. Vanessa Coca, the head coach of the Highliner junior varsity team. And we will have that first serve coming up in just a few. It's the Highliners and the Deacons on the Highliner Activity Network. We are set, ready to go here tonight for this junior varsity match. The Highliners and the Deacons here in the Highliner Activity Network. Paul McDonald with you. Deacons on camera here tonight. And we are ready for action in this junior varsity matchup. 2 out of our 4 matches are in the books, and we have split the first 2. And it looks like the Highliners are going to be serving first. And we are, well, what are we going to have to check something? I don't have the libero on my roster, but we'll get to that here momentarily. But back to serve to get things started. Abby Sather will serve it up, and we are underway. Junior varsity match here tonight from the HAC, the Highliners and the Deacons. Here's Thorson for Valley City. Pass set up, Portraits on the set, and the attack goes long by Klein. Side out, point Deacons. Jordan Paul, the sophomore, back to serve. Fairly young junior varsity, a lot of sophomores. Very deep Shanley team. There's a serve that goes long. Side out, point Highliners. We're tied at 1. Josie Klein will go back to serve. Jovi Borg checks in front row for Valley City. Klein serving 1-1 in the opening set. And serve up and on the way. At the net, set McNeely. On the dig, Potret setting it up near side. Attacking Borg. On the offense, here to the near side. Comes over by Rusted, and then into the net. Hit number 2 goes into the net. drops in for a point. Side out. Shanley with the point. Go up 2-1. Paige Fredericks, the junior, back to serve. A lot of experience, too, on this Shanley team. Both varsity and junior varsity. Serve, and hang on. That's going to be point for the Highliners. Serve before giving the go-ahead. Point to Valley City. We're tied. Katie Coca, the libero, back to serve, wearing the red libero jersey. And the serve on the way. Shanley, far side. On the attack, Dew, and the point. Shanley, 3-2. Dew on the attack. Aubrey, the junior. Back to serve, Paige Rusted. Serving 3-2 here in the opening set. And the right-hander sends it over. At the net, Potritz, back set. Attacking Borg through the block, gets the kill. Joby Borg with the kill. Point, Highliners were tied 3-3. That'll send Drew Potritz back to serve for Valley City in their dark blues. Serve on the way. At the net, set McNeely. Cross-court attack, dugout, Coca. Potritz for the Highliners gets it over. Back here near side, set up by McNeely. Hakeem on the attack and the kill. Mashiku Hakeem, the sophomore, on the kill. 6 foot. Middle blocker. Now back to serve. Paige Rentschler will serve here for Shanley. Serving 4-3 in the opening set. Rentschler, serve on the way. Coca, pass. Portraits. Set near side. On the attack, Sather. And there's going to be a net violation on the Deacons. Point Valley City. They've been tied at 1, 2, 3, and 4. Jada Nelson now will come in and serve. Borg will sit down. Nelson, the lefty, will go back and serve 4-4 in the opening set. And the serve on the way. Deacons on the attack. McNeely, set, Hakeem. And that's tipped by the Highliners. That's a point for the Deacons. They take a 5-4 lead. No, it should be Shanley serve. As the line judge here on the near side said it was tipped. And so it will be a Shanley serve. Serving 5-4. And a serve, far side, Thorson. Portrait setting it up. Sather, attack, tipped at the net. Deacons, set McNeely. And tipped by Fredericks. And off the free ball, trying to drill it back in was Jordan Paul. Hit it into the net, point Valley City. Well, neither team get more than a 2-point lead here in the early goings. Brooke Egermont checks in front row for the Highliners. Hadley Thorson back to serve, 5-5 first set. And Thorson sends it over. McNeely set near side. Fredericks gets it over, free ball for the Highliners. Potritz back to Egermont. Egermont on the attack. Now McNeely set far side. There's Paul on the attack and the kill. Cross court by Jordan Paul. That one went off of Nelson. And 6-5 up Shanley. Bryn McNeely will go and serve. Sophomore. Serving 6-5 in the opening set. And fires that one over. Thorson receives. Now back over by Thorson. Here's the Deacons. McNeely set middle. Fredericks on the attack. Nice dig on the dive attempt there for Valley City. And is kept alive by Shanley. And they punch it over. Free ball here for the Highliners. Nelson near side. Over by Klein. Now Paul. McNeely set. Back to Jordan Paul. Tipped at the net. Out. Point Shanley. Well, the first time tonight, a team has a 2-point advantage. 7-5 Shanley here in the first set. And Bryn McNeely will go back and serve. And the right-hander will send it over. Thorson receives. Sather back to the middle. And over by Klein. Here's McNeely. Bump set. Free ball here for the Highliners. Potritz, Thorson, near side. Nope, that's going to be 4 hits on Valley City. Klein couldn't get it over. 3-point run here for the Deacons. They take an 8-5 lead. McNeely serving 8-5. And the runner with the serve into the net. Side out, Point Valley City, 8-6. Chris Porter, Madison Newson, and Haley Ortiz, assistant coaches for the Deacons. Vanessa Coca, the JV coach here for the Highliners. Served by Klein, or by Sather. Now here's Sather, pass, Portraits for the Highlanders, set middle. Eggerman on the attack, and the kill. Brooke Eggerman. Off the assist from Drew Portraits, taking 8-7, but get the point, down by 1-8-7. And back to serve, Abby Sather, serving 7-8 in the opening set. On the way, here's McNeely, set far side, over by Rusted. The Highliners, Portraits back to Thorson. Thorson gets it over, free ball here for Shanley. McNeely set far side, Rentschler gets it over. Sather, Portraits set middle, Eggerman on the attack. Off McNeely. I'll pass far side to the net, punched over by Fredericks. Sather, Portraits for the Highliners, near side, Klein. And to the corner, just on. Just a little bit too long on that. And the point for Shanley. Deacons back up by 2, 9-7. Jordan Paul will go back and serve for Fargo Shanley. Nice serve. Nelson, Sather, back into the middle of the court, over by Thorson. Now Shanley with McNeely. McNeely sending it over far side, in and dropping it in with Paige Rentschler. And she went right down the line, gets the point, 10-7 Shanley. We're in the opening set, junior varsity match, the Deacons and the Highliners. And the serve on the way by Paul. Sather to the net, into the net. As her receive hit the bottom of the net. Coach Coca, I think, wants a timeout maybe. Timeout taken by Valley City. We're in the opening set. Deacons with a 3-point run here and lead it now 11-7. And they have scored 6 out of the last 8 points to open up this 4-point lead against Valley City in this junior varsity game. We got junior high volleyball coming away tomorrow here at the Hack. That'll be at 4:30. And, of course, football Friday night, taking on the Fargo South Bruins. On the Hannah Field, 7 o'clock kickoff. All right here on the Highliner Activity Network. We got volleyball tonight. Varsity match, again, scheduled for 7, but because we're about 15 minutes behind schedule, maybe slightly after 7 for the varsity match. We come out of the timeout. Shanley leading 11-7. Now back to serve again. Jordan Paul. And the right-hander serving 11-7 on the way. Zips that one over long. And a little behind, something behind that serve, but went long. Point for the Highliners. Down 3, 8-11. Josie Klein now will go back to serve for Valley City. And also Borg will come in front row. Nelson will sit down. Klein serving 8-11 in the opening set. Serve on the way. Here's McNeely, set, backside, over by Bennington. Now Portrait, set middle, Eggerman on the attack, and the kill. Brooke Eggerman with her second kill. Highliners within 2, 9-11. Good set there by Drew Potritz, and Eggerman finished it off. And Klein serving 9-11. Serve on the way. At the net. That's going to be out on the receive. Receive error by Rentschler. And an ace will give the Highliners the point. Down 1, 10-11. Klein serving. And served by Josie Klein. Here's McNeely. Set middle. Fredericks on the attack in the corner. And we've got a net violation called against Shanley. No, against Valley City. Net violation on the Highliners. Maybe roofing, possibly. Either way, point Deacons. Hakeem will come in front row. 12-10, Deacons up by 2. And now they have the serve with Paige Fredericks. Saw some action last year as a sophomore on the varsity. A little bit. When you have 7+ seniors. Here's a free ball right now, right back in the kill there by Rentschler. The receive by Thorson went up and over, and Rentschler on the free ball didn't let it slip away and buried it for the kill. 13-10 Deacons. Fredericks with the serve on the way up and over. Thorson, Potritz here near side. Borg on the attack. Fredericks pass. McNeely set middle. Cross court on the attack. Rusted. Here are the Highliners. Potritz set middle. Egerman around the blockers. Rusted running set by McNeely. Off the attack and pancake attempt by Klein or by Borg, not good. And the kill by Rentschler give the Deacons a 14-10 lead. Frederick serving 14-10. On the way. Here's Potritz set near side. Borg attacking, tipped at the net. Fredericks gives it right back into the net, picked up by McNeely, and then over by Rentschler. Here are the Highliners. Potritz setting up for Egerman on the attack and long. Point Deacons 15-10. Shanley up by 5. 4-point run here for Fargo Shanley. Served by Ricks. Lofts it over. Sather. Ooh, Borg. Was hoping the ball would come to her, and it didn't quite work out that way. 16-10. It is a 5-point run here for the Deacons, leading by 6 in the opening set. Served by Frederick Sather. Portrait set near side. Borg on the attack. Blocked at the net. Hakeem. The long arms of the law there. The 6-foot sophomore with the block. 17-10 Deacons. They are on a 6-point run. Fredericks with the serve. Thorson. Potritz dumps it over. Rentschler. McNeely set. Rentschler on the attack. There's a dig by Klein. Potritz setting it up for Borg. Borg attacking off of Fredericks. That's going to be a kill. And a point for Valley City. That will snap the 6-point run by the Deacons. Highliners within 6, 11-17. Katie Coca back to serve. The libero with a jump serve on the way. Here's McNeely, set middle. Hakeem on the attack and tipped at the net. That'll go out. Point Shanley, 18-11. Deacons up by 7. Again, best 2 out of 3 here. And since we're a little behind, they'll probably just stay at 2 out of 3. 18-11 to score. Here's the serve. Thorson for the Highliners of Potritz. Back set. Borg punches it over. Wide. Point Deacons. Rusted will go back and serve for Fargo Shanley, serving 19-11. And the right-hander with the serve on the way. Running up. Klein over by Sather. Free ball for the Deacons. McNeely set far side, punched over Rentschler, and a violation called there, a lip called on the set attempt by McNeely. That'll be a point for the Highliners, 12-19, trailing by 7. Drew Potritz will go back and serve for Valley City, serving from my right to left. Serve on the way. And we've got a, maybe out of rotation against the Deacons. Yep. As I think Hakeem and Rentschler were out of position. Point Valley City, 13-19. Highliners by 6, trailing by 6. Potritz with a jump serve on the way. Here's McNeely, set, far side. Rentschler attacking, and the kill. That one goes off Potritz and picks up the kill. Point Shanley, 20-13. Gordon Paul comes back in front row. Paige Rentschler will go back to serve for Shanley. Serving 20-13 here in the first set. Klein pass. Potritz set middle. Thorson attack into the net. That'll be 4 hits on the Highliners. Point Shanley 21-13. 8-point advantage for Fargo Shanley. Paige Rentschler, the sophomore, with the serve. And now Coca and out. There's an ace for Rentschler. 22-13. Deacons by 9. Not too long ago, it was 11-10. Here's a serve by Rentschler. This time Coca receives, pass to Potritz, setting it up, save it. On the attack. Now for the Deacons, McNeely sets it. Paul on the attack. On the dig, Klein. Potritz sets it up for Borg. Borg attacking. Nice dig into the net, and Paul can't dig it out of the net. That'll be a point for the Deacons. I think that is Hannah Kortoba, who's the libero. Kortoba, pardon me. There is the serve, and by Coca. That's an ace for Coca. She's wearing a different number than she did in the JV match. Now back to serve. Serving 15-22, the lefty, Jada Nelson. And keeping alive there, nicely job by McNeely, then over by Rentschler. Here's Potritz for the Highlanders. Back set, save there on the attack, and the kill. Well, very nice job by McNeely to keep it alive for the Deacons, but the Highlanders get the point. 3 in a row for Valley City, down by half dozen, 16-22. Jada Nelson back to serve. Nelson, the lefty, serving 16-22. Up and over. Kortoba to the net. McNeely setting it. And over by Paul. Pass. Nelson near side. Klein on the attack and into the net. Point Shanley, 23-16. And Hakeem again right there with those long arms. She'll come out. Frederick will come back in. Frederick at 5'11". Now Kortoba with the serve and the ace. And a Kortoba with the ace, 24-16. So set point here for Shanley, opening set. Into the net. Service error, side out. 17-24, set point number 2. Hadley Thorson will go back and serve for Valley City. And not before Brooke Egamont will go into the front row. Here's Thorson's serve. Near side, McNeely, set middle. Kortoba sends it over. No, hit off the intent. Point Valley City. 18-24, Highlanders down by 6. And the ball stuck away and got into Mike Callahan's office, so it's apparently the ball is seeking medical attention. Thorson with the serve. At the net, McNeely set far side. On the attack, Paul. Dig Klein, or the dig there was Nelson. Klein here on the attack and wide. That'll be a point for Shanley, and the Deacons take the opening set, 25-18. So set 1 goes to Fargo Shanley. We'll step aside. Set number 2 coming up. The Deacons and the Highlanders. You are watching Highlander Volleyball on the Highlander Activity Network.
They're going to wait out there until JV's done. Because Grandma wants to watch warm up.
Hi. She wants to watch warm up. Why?
She does.
Okay, well.
But I'll text you.
Okay, well, I'll see if I see it. If not, I'll just come out somewhere. Bye.
I might go out there now. Good luck.
Okay, thanks.
Hey. Bring it.
I just stepped in.
Bring it. Tell it. Look for she's short. They were the teammates for the longest time in the nation. Top up, 5'11". Well, she's just short. Emily kept on going. They have the same birthday, but Emily is a full year younger than me. Just family somewhere. Yeah. Brenda is 6. Her mom's 6'2". And Brent's 6'3". But Roman, her brother, is 6'8". He's playing basketball with her on the stage. He's going. Yeah. Yeah, she just committed to going. Verbally committed to going with Monday. But they also play basketball. I'm assuming she can get her 4-year is not legal. Obviously, they're somewhere else. Yeah, I don't know. You want some food? Sure. And we can see if Grandma and Grandpa are out there.
Bob McDonald back with you at the Highline Activity Center here on the Highline Activity Network. It is volleyball tonight. Set number 2 coming up. Deacons took the first set 25-18. It was 11-10 at one point. Then a 6-point run for Shanley opened up a 17-10 lead. And they held on and winning by 7. Varsity match to follow again. And probably just a little bit past 7 o'clock for that. Anthony Brasso will have the call for you here on the Highlander Activity Network. Got junior high volleyball coming away on Thursday, and of course, football on Friday. Is everybody set with the correct lineup? It'll be Shanley serve. Bryn McNeely will go back and serve. Serving from left to right. I did that without looking at my shoes. You're proud of me, Tegan? Here's Shanley Valley City on the attack. Now back to Shanley McNeely. Set middle. Fredericks hits the top of the net, but got it to go in. The kill there by Paige Frederick. And the point for the Deacons, take a 1-0 lead. McNeely to serve. 1-0, second set. And a serve into the net. Service error, side out, point. The Valley City tied at 1. That'll send Abby Seether back to serve. And got it over. Cutterba, McNeely, blocked at the net, and the ace block. There's Brooke Egermont that blocked it and kind of out-jumped Fredericks at the net for the point. 2-1 Valley City. Seether back to serve. Zips it over. That's an ace. That one went off the libero Cutterba. Went off her arm. And the point for Valley City. They go up 3-1. And a serve on the way by Seether. Cutterba, pass. McNeely, set middle. Frederick, blocked by Egermont again. Now Jordan Paul keeps it into the middle. McNeely gets it over. Free ball for the Highliners. Thorson, pass. Potritz, set. Egermont on the attack. Nice dig by Paul. Kept alive McNeely. Cutterba gets it over. Thorson out for the Highliners. Potritz, set middle. Egermont again attacking, and she's blocked. Ace blocked there by Paige Frederick for Shanley. And they're back within 1 at 2-3. Deacon serving. Rusted, serve on the way. Thorson at the net. Portraits, that'll be hit there on Drew. That's a point for Shanley. We're tied 3-3. And to serve, Paige Rusted. Serving up and over. Nelson, Potritz on the attack board. Off McNeely, Cutterba back into the middle. Free ball here for the Highliners over by Rusted. Seether pass. Portrait set middle. Egermont on the attack. Off the dig, Rusted. McNeely setting it far side. Jordan Paul on the attack. Off dig by Thorson. Now Portrait gets it over to board. Cross court. Here's Fredericks to McNeely. Back down near side. Highliners off the attack over by Seether. Now McNeely set middle. Fredericks into the net. He's going to try to take something off that attack with Brooke Egermont staring her in the face and hit it into the net. That'll be a point for the Highliners. 4-3. Valley City up by 1. Katie Coca back to serve. The libero, jump serve, and another out of rotation for Shanley. That's a second violation for the Deacons there. Doesn't take much to get out of position and have that out of rotation. So the Highliner point, 5 Valley City. Served by Coca. Cutterba. McNeely, set middle. Fredericks blocked by Egermont. Over by Paul. Free ball, Egermont, and the kill. Or that was Thorson. Check that. Sorry, that was Hadley Thorson off the free ball that put it away for the point. (6-3) Valley City. Coca with the serve. Cutterba pass here to McNeely. She'll set far side. Paul attacking. That's going to go long. Point Valley City. 7-3 Highliners. 4-point run here in the second set. Trying to force that third set. And the serve up and over. Here's McNeely setting it far side. Off the attack, partially tipped through the block. Jordan Paul gets the kill. 7 for Deacons. Egermont will check in. And then she'll sit down. Hayden Becker will come in her stead and go back row. Paige Fredericks to serve. And Becker right away. There's an ace. Always go after the new kid. That one fell in front of Becker. Ace for Frederick. 7-5 Valley City. Here's Potritz back set on the attack board. Fredericks pass. McNeely set middle. Nope, goes far side. Jordan Paul on the attack. Sather with a nice sliding dig. Setting it up. Thorson over by Borg. Now Fredericks for the Deacons. Setting it up. McNeely set for Paul on the attack. There's Becker with the dig. Then Potritz hitting into the net. And neither Borg nor Thorson can help get it out of the net. That'll be a point for Shanley. 6-7. Deacons down by 1 as they've scored 3 straight. And here's the serve. Portraits for the Highliners. Setting it up. Borg into the net. Jordan Paul was right there to deflect. That'll be a point for Shanley. That's 4 in a row now for the Deacons. 7-7. And Fredericks with the serve. Here's Portraits. Sets it for Thorson. That's going to go long for Hadley. That's a point for Shanley. 5 in a row for Shanley. 8-7. Deacons by 1. Paige Fredericks to serve. Up and over. And then received by Becker. It goes out. Point Shanley. 9-7. 6 points in a row here for Fargo Shanley. And they lead by 2. Fredericks with the serve. At the net. Portrait setting it up near side. Thorson tipping it and just wide. Point Shanley. 10-7. Deacons now have scored 7 in a row. And Paige Fredericks back to serve. Here's Sather. Portrait sets it up for Hadley. Hadley Thorson on the attack. That goes long. Point Shanley. And Vanessa Coco wants a timeout. Timeout Valley City. 8-point run for the Deacons. 11-7. Deacons up by 4. We're back with more. This is Highliner Volleyball on the Highliner Activity Network. Fargo Shanley on an 8-point run have taken 11-7 lead here. And Paige Fredericks continues to serve, the junior. And an ace. Well, Hadley Thorson was trying to get out of the way. Nelson didn't know if Hadley was going to try to receive that and didn't get a good shot at it. Now Hadley's going to come in, and Abby Martinick is going to come in for Valley City. And back serving, Paige Fredericks serving 12-7, 9 in a row here for Shanley. Here's Sather, receives, Potritz setting it up. Borg on the attack. Now Fredericks, McNeely set far side. Hakeem. There's Borg back the other way. Potret setting it up. Borg on the attack. McNeely will set far side for Paul. Paul on the attack. Sather digs to Potretz for the Highlanders in the middle. Martinick. Now back here near side. Shanley attacking. McNeely from Hakeem. And that's going to be a kill. Back row Becker couldn't quite handle it. Point for Shanley, 13-7. Shanley up 6. They've scored 10 in a row. And back to serve, Paige Fredericks. Here's Sather for the Highliners. Portrait sets it near side. Martinick on the attack. McNeely with the dig. Fredericks sets it far side. Paul up and over. Now Becker for the Highliners. Portrait sets it near side. Borg attacking. Blocked at the net. Again, Hakeem right there with the block. 6 foot and tack on those arms. It's close to 7 feet at the net. That should be 14-7 now. Valley City trailing Shanley. And now Becker receives, diving on the receive from Fredericks. Fredericks to the net. Into the net. Kept alive by the Deacons. That should be 4 hits. It is. 4 hits on Fargo Shanley. And that's an 11-point run for the Deacons. Highlanders down 8-14, and they got the serve back. Drew Potretz will go back and serve. Serving 8-14. Here's McNeely, set middle. Hakeem attacking, blocked at the net, and off of Paul, kept alive there by Terstrup, but Kutterbuck couldn't do anything with it. Nice job, though, first by Ellie Terstrup to keep it alive. 9-14, Highlanders down by 5. Posts to serve. At the net, McNeely, set middle. Hakeem attacking, off of Becker. Sather to the middle. Martinick gets it over into the corner near side. McNeely, Kutterba, far side to Paul. Paul into the net. Attack air, Point Valley City. Now the Highlanders on a 3-point mini run here. Back within 4, 10-14. And the serve up and wide there by Potret. Service air, side out. Point to the Deacons, 15-10. Martinick will come out. Hadley Thorson will come in front row for Valley City. Jordan Paul back to serve. And Paul serves and long. Point Highliners. 11-15. Valley City down 4. Joby Borg will go back and serve. Serving 11-15. And now since they've had a couple of out-of-rotation violations, they want to make sure that they're in the right position here before the serve. You are allowed to do that. Have the coach of the official make sure everybody's good. And avoid that violation and lose a point. And we're set to go. Served by Borg on the way. Kutterba back in the middle by Bennington. Now here's Highliners on the attack. The lefty Nelson on the attack from the Potret set. And the point, 12-15. Highliners down by 3. And back to serve is Borg. Serving 12-15. Serve on the way. Kutterba at the net. McNeely setting it up. Hakeem cross court on the attack and the kill. Now back serving here for Fargo Shanley. Jordan Paul. And Jordan Paul with the serve for Shanley. And right at the last minute, Becker pulls away and it goes long. So the point for the Highliners, 16-13. Hadley Thorson back to serve. And Thorson with the serve into the net. Point Shanley, 17-13. Deacons back up by 4. And that will send Hannah Kutterba back to serve. Here's a serve out on the way. Thorson, pass. Portrait setting it up. Over by Sather. Paul, McNeely, set middle, Fredericks attacking. Thorson on the dig. Portraits for the Highlander, set Sather. Sather attack, and the kill. Abby Sather with the kill. Point Valley City, 14-17. Highlanders down by 3. And Jada Nelson back to serve. Here's a serve on the way. Cutterba, that's going to go wide on her receive. Point Valley City, 15-17. And Nelson will go back to serve. Junior serving 15-17. Paul receives. McNeely set middle. Fredericks over. And the kill. Drop that in front of the back row. 18-15. Highliners trailing by 3. And back serving. Bryn McNeely for Fargo Shanley. Serve on the way. Thorson. Portraits here near side. Over by Borg. Pass by Rusted. Set McNeely. Rusted blocked at the net. And we've got a net violation. Nope, 4 hits going to be called there against Shanley. That'll be a point for Valley City. Highliners within 2. 16-18. Abby Sather back to serve. Sather serving 16-18. Cutterba, McNeely set far side. On the attack by Tierstrip. That's going to go long. Point Valley City on the attack here. And it's 18-17. Highlanders down by 1. And Sather with the serve. Zips that one over. Ooh, could have been called an illegal hit. Nothing there. Over by Cutterba. Here's Sather. Potret set middle. Egerman on the attack. Tipped at the net. Sliding dig by Cutterba. Far side. On the attack is Rusted. Thorson with the dig. Set Potrets near side. Borg attacking. Off of Paul. Kept alive by McNeely. Jordan Paul on the third hit. Hit the top of the net and drop over. I hate it when that happens. On the third hit the tape and flipped over for the point. 19-17, back to a 2-point lead for Shanley. That'll send Paige Rusted back to serve. Serve on the way. Potretz near side. Borg blocked at the net and through the block. Borg gets the kill. 18-19. Highliners back down by 1. Not letting Shanley get too far ahead. Egermont sits down. Katie Coca back to serve. Serving 18-19 here in the second set. Shanley won the first set 25-18. Served by Coca. And guess what? Out of rotation. Third violation for Fargo Shanley for that particular call. And we are tied at 19. Coca back to serve. And the right-hander jump serve on the way. At the net, free ball. Oh, and Thorson tried to two-hand drop it in and hit the top of the net. Point Shanley, 20-19. Their lead back up to 1, and it'll send Paige Fredericks back to serve. And the serve by Fredericks at the net. Potritz back set, attacking Borg, tipped at the net. Now Rusted, McNeely, far side, Paul on the attack. Nice dig by Nelson. Potritz backside, Sather gets it over. Here comes Shanley. McNeely setting it up far side for Paul on the attack. Sather with the dig. Potritz tipped it over. Back to Shanley here near side. Fredericks will set far side. Paul gets it over. Back the other way, Nelson. Potritz setting it up. Borg on the attack and long. No tip. Point Shanley. 21-19. Shanley by 2. And back to serve. Paige Fredericks serving 21-19. Sather to Potritz. Back set, Borg. Blocked at the net, and the ace block. Akeem with the ace block. And a timeout taken by Vanessa Coca and Valley City. 22-19. Shanley leads by 3. We're back with more. This is Valley City Volleyball on the Highlander Activity Network. as they come out of the timeout. 22-19, advantage to Fargo Shanley. Here's the Highliners. Coca, near side, Thorson. Free ball for the Deacons. Frederick, pass. McNeely set middle. Hakeem gets it over. Here's Sather, pass. Potritz set near side. Borg on the attack. Now Fredericks, pass to McNeely, setting it up for Paul on the cross court. Borg on the dig. Potritz runs up, sets it back up for Borg. Through the block, gets the kill. Jovi Borg with the kill. Highliners back within 2 at 20-22. And the serve by Drew Potritz. 2022 here in set number 2. Cutterba, McNeely, set middle. Hakeem hits it over, and the kill. Asiku Hakeem with the kill there for the Deacons. They go back up 23-20. They won the first set 25-18. Kaylee Bennington now will go back and serve for Shanley. Serving 23-20. And the serve on the way. Nelson gets it over to Potritz. She hit it under the net. Point Shanley, 20-14. Set point here for the Deacons. 24-20 Shanley. Bennington with the serve. Coca receives. Potritz set middle. Thorson on the attack and long. No tip. Point Shanley. And the Deacons take the second set 25-20. And we are going to have a third set coming up with the Deacons up 2-0, winning 25-20. We'll be back with set number 3 in this junior varsity match. The Highliners and the Deacons. You are listening and watching Highliner Volleyball on the Highliner Activity Network.
I'm guessing we're going to go down to that corner with Grandma because she'll have the wheelchair. But you can sit wherever. Okay. You do your own thing anyway. What's that? Oh, you got to keep stats. That's right.
As we get ready for set number 3, with the Deacons taking the first 2 sets, 25-18, 25-20. And now getting ready for set number 3. They mentioned we were about 15 minutes behind schedule on the start of this one. And so the varsity match, which was scheduled for 7 o'clock first serve, obviously going to be a little behind. Jaden Nelson will go back and serve here for Valley City as we get things started on the third set. And the lefty sends it up, sends it over. Rusted to McNeely. Set middle. Fredericks lightly touches it over. Sather. Now Borg back to Sather. Goes over the blockers. McNeely pass set by Turstrip. Over by Rusted. Here the Highlanders back the other way with Thorson. Setting up Potritz. Attack. Egerman in the kill. Brooke Egerman through the block attempt. Gets the kill. Point for Valley City. 1-0. And back to lefty. Jaden Nelson to serve. Serving 1-0 here in set 3. And the lefty with the serve up and over. Rusted. Now Paul gets it over. That goes off Thorson. Borg keeps it alive. And Sather on the third hit. Nice job for the Highliners. Here's McNeely set middle. Fredericks and then hit it under the net. Well, the Highlanders are kind of out of position. I think Paige Fredericks could have really drilled it home for the kill and hit it under the net. So Valley City 2-0 Highlanders. Nelson with the serve. Off Rusted into the crowd. Point Valley City. 3-0 Highlanders. Here in the third set. And Jaden Nelson back to serve. There's the serve up and over. Cutterbuff. McNeely. Now Potritz for the Highlanders. Set. Tipped over Sather. And the kill off the set assist there by Jaden Nelson. Abby Sather gets the kill. 4-0 Valley City. And the Highlanders leading here in the third set. And Nelson serving on the way. Here's McNeely. Set middle. Punched over by Frederick. And she would both feet over the line. That's an obvious net violation. And that'll be a point. Well, now hand the point for the Highlanders. 5-0 Valley City. And Shanley will take a timeout. Regroup. Again, Shanley won the first set 25-18 and the second set 25-20. Highlanders leading here in the third set 5-0. As we get ready here in this third set, again, varsity match set to start about a half hour after the conclusion of this one. There you go. We'll have that here on the Highlander Activity Network. Anthony DeVrasso will have the call for you for that varsity match. We come out of the timeout. Jaden Nelson, the lefty, back to serve. And the serve on the way by Nelson. Rusted. McNeely. Now Rusted over. Here's Borg. Portraits for the Highlanders. Attack Sather. Diving Day Cordoba. Then off of Fredericks and down the line it goes and out. Point Valley City. 6th Highlanders here in the third set. Jaden Nelson to serve. On the way. At the net, jump set, McNeely. Fredericks backs up. Now Borg, pass, Portrait, setting it up. Egerman on the attack. Off the dig, Paul, McNeely, far side, Jordan Paul, no, on the third hit. Couldn't get anything on it. Point Valley City, 7-0. Highlanders here in this third set. And Jaden Nelson continuing to serve for Valley City. Serve long, and there's the first point for the Deacons, 7-1. That'll send Rusted back to serve. Paige Rusted, the junior, serving 1-7 in the third set. Thorson, pass. Potritz set, middle, Egerman over. Now Rusted, McNeely, set middle. Fredericks on the attack and long. Point Valley City. 8-1 Highlanders. And back to serve is Abby Sather. Meyer checks in for the Highlanders. And Sather will serve, serving 8-1 in the third set. Just got it over. And there's Tierstrip, they got it over for the Deacons. Now tipped by Borg and getting the point. Jovi Borg with the tip point there for Valley City. 9-1 Highliners. Total domination here in this third set by Valley City. Serve on the way by Sather. That's going to go long. Point Deacons. Say that. And the point for the Deacons, 2-9. Paige Fredericks now will go back and serve for Shanley. And the right-hander sends it over. Here's Thorson, and that goes out. That'll be an ace for Fredericks. Point for Page and the Deacons, 3-9. Shanley down by half dozen. Here's a serve by Fredericks. Borg receives. Pass to Potret, set middle, Egermont. On the attack and the kill, Brooke Egermont. Deflected off a couple of Deacons' fingertips. Point for Valley City. 10-3 Highliners. Egermont will sit down. Coca will go back to serve. And Abby Martinek will come in and go front row for the Highliners. With Coca serving 10-3 third set. Jump serve by Coca. Cutterba. Hakeem. Now McNeely gets it over. Here's Meyer to Potritz. Borg blocked at the net. Free ball here for the Deacons. McNeely setting it. Hakeem on the attack. Nice dig by Sather. Potritz setting it near side. Over by Borg. Diving dig there. Good job by McNeely and the Highliners. Now off the free ball. Meyer. Potritz set middle. Here's Martinek and a pancake attempt there by McNeely. Couldn't third time, and that's a point for Valley City. 11-3 Highliners. Coca back serving. From my right to left, serving 11-3 here in set 3. Up and over. Free ball to net. Into the net. Point, Valley City. Martinek was right there. Paul's receive. Went into the net. 12-3 Highliners. And back to serve. Coca into the net. Service error, side out. Point, Shanley. 12-4. Deacons with the serve, down by 8. Kaylee Bennington will go back and serve. Bennington, the right-hander, sends it over. Off Sather. Potritz sets it up. Martinek on the attack. Cutterbuck. Far side McNeely for Paul. On the dig. Meyer. Potritz sets it up for Borg. That's going to go off rusted. A kill by Jovi Borg. Point Valley City. 13-4 Highliners. The varsity match coming up approximately half hour after the conclusion of this one. We'll shut down the stream after this match in our wrap-up and then fire back up here right before, about 10 minutes before the start of the varsity match. Here's McNeely setting it up. And into the net there by Bennington. Point Highliners, 14-4. Set point here for the Highliners. Drew Potretz, jump serve, lofts it over. Cutterba to McNeely. Set middle. Hakeem on the attack. Block to the net. Through the block, gets the kill. 14-5. Deacons down by 9. They have the serve. Jordan Paul back to serve. Serving 5-14 here in the third set. And the right-hander zips it over off of Coca and an ace. Boy, that one had some steam on it. And Coca couldn't receive. That'll be a point for the Deacons, 6-14. And a serve again. Again, Coca can't receive. Point. And Mom Vanessa Coca with a little smile on her face, like it comes over a little faster there than it did in C Squad, doesn't it? 7-14. Jordan Paul with the serve. That time, there you go, Katie. Now Potretz near side. Borg pushes it over. Or that was Nelson. Came on the attack, tipped at the net. Coca, pass. Potretz back set. Nelson on the attack. Cutterbuff to the net, McNeely. Back to Hakeem, gets it over. Free ball here for the Highliners. Nelson set middle. Dumped over by Borg. Now Rusted for the Deacons. McNeely runs set. Back to Rusted on the attack. Koka there off the dig. To Potritz on the attack attempt. Borg blocked by Keem. That's a point for the Deacons. 8-14. Deacons with 4 in a row. And back serving. Jordan Paul. Fires that one over. A defensive dig. That time Katie Koka just put up both arms in front of her face, hoping something good would happen. 9-14 on another ace. And back to serve. Jordan. That one goes off Sather. Koka keeps it alive and into the net. Point. Shanley. That's going to bring Brooke Egermont in and probably go back row here for Katie Koka. So Egermont will come in. 10-14, Deacons with 5 straight. 6 straight, actually. Down by 4. Jordan Paul with the serve. Egermont, pass. Sather, set, near side. On the attack, Nelson, and the kill. Katie Nelson with the kill. 15-10. Highliners take the third set, and that'll do it. So the match goes to Fargo Shanley here tonight. As Shanley won the first set, 25-18. They took the second set, 25-20. And the Highliners took the third set, 15-10. So far, it has been 2-1 in favor of Shanley. They won the 9th grade match in 3 sets, 25-21, 25-23, 15-11. And the Highliners took the C Squad match, 18-25, 25-22, 15-12. And just completed the JV match goes to Shanley, 25-18, 25-20, 10-15. Anthony Verasso will have the call for you here on the varsity match. Again, coming up here at about 25 minutes to a half hour. And that is on the way next as the Highliners and the Deacons volleyball from the Hack coming away on the Highliner Activity Network.